Well, welcome to a Wednesday night edition. Again, we skipped Sunday. We just didn't have a lot going on Sunday. So we did have a special guest lined up for Sunday, but he will be on this Sunday. Zach Heine, who does his own podcast on the Mark Rogers Network, whatever that network is called, Voice of College Football, something like that.
Yeah, my grandson, Zach Heine.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. All righty. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I didn't even send out any notices. I forgot to send out notices that we had a show starting tonight at 7 o'clock, and we're already got 8 people on board already with us. All right. They're finding us even without my notifications. But anyway, hit that subscribe button, hit your like button, leave some comments, share it out. There's 3 comments already. We'll read those here in a minute. Guys, if I don't punch up too many of your comments tonight, it's because for some reason I'm having trouble with the comments and getting them off and on. And if you guys watched that last fiasco last Wednesday, these guys had to fill time out while I tried to figure out how to close us out for the night. And so, but we are now sponsored, not just this show, but the whole network, the Villains Network, by Cocaine Coffee. And I'm going to run this clip that I couldn't run last week because it was there the whole time. I didn't think it was, but it wasn't named Caffeine Coffee ad. It was under something about tonight's ad or something, so I didn't see it. But anyway, here it goes, guys. Enjoy this new sponsor. Okay.
Hey, Dean, having a tough day? Need a pick-me-up?
Yeah. Cocaine Coffee.
Coffee's got you covered.
There you go.
15% off or something with the Villains 15.
15, yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay, there here we go. I'm going to read some of the comments off the bat here. Dean, did you hear about the KXL programs that got cut yesterday? Yes, that is on our agenda tonight. That is on our agenda. And I know a lot of people may not know about it or even care. All righty. Let's see. So Hank says maybe Rick knows about it. I'm sure Rick knows about it. But okay, so my friend Alex doesn't think we should be on here right now because he's saying, but CC is playing. Yes, she is, and we got it all. I think we all 3 have it on our screen. Yeah. Indiana currently up 37-31. Yep. Okay, is there a drug in this? I don't think so.
There's drugs in everything. There's drugs in everything.
Other than caffeine.
Paying the bills with the ads. Okay, cool. Guys, I apologize if I don't put and Hink says I care about sports local radio. Let's just go ahead and start with that. I didn't plan on doing it right away.
Yeah.
Good old Kenny Miller.
Yeah. iHeart, which controls the local radio station KXNO, whose sports station, which they said that this is the 30th year on the air. Somebody else said it was 25 doing sports radio. I remember in its infancy, it was kind of a train wreck, but it kind of got better over the years. And I really, truly believe that radio needs, 30 for Kenny. Okay, that's good. Kenny is one of the co-hosts with Trent Condon, who now has officially retired. He just coincidence that he happened to retire on the same day everybody else got the boot. Yeah. Heather Burnside. Yeah, 15 years for her. She co-hosts the morning show. Was called help me out, Hank. What was the Fifth Quarter, I think it's called, or was. I never listened to it live, but I listened to it in podcast form. But anyway, local radio for sports is so important, because if you're gonna first quarter, yeah. If you're going to run national sports the whole time on your radio station, you're going to lose people, okay? Yeah, granted, people like, I can't think of their names now, but some of those people have a good following, but you're going to lose them. You're going to actually lose people when you don't have local sports. They want somewhere to get their Hawkeye news, their Cyclone news, their Drake news, their UNI news, or they want to hear interviews from those people, or they want to just know about what's going on in high school football or high school basketball, that kind of stuff, because they will cover that too. And I just think it's a shame what iHeart's done, because they're going after the almighty bucks. Now, everything I've heard from people who they have on Facebook have one by one been coming out and saying their goodbyes to everybody. It sounds to me like it wasn't a ratings problem. It wasn't a revenue problem, but yet they weren't making enough money, I guess.
It was a content problem.
Was it a content problem?
It wasn't a I don't think it was a content problem. I think it was just over. God, Kenny and Trent, you couldn't have much better
they're
content.
I'm talking the morning
that.
people and the afternoon people.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not saying the majority of the time, but a good portion of the time, they were talking about shit that didn't matter to anybody.
It was just
a personal life. I don't give a crap about your personal life.
My opinion, it's a corporate problem. Just like the monster radio station in Eastern Iowa, when I was growing up, everybody listened to it every day. The old Cherokee and Ron Gonder and Tate Cummings and all them guys, not the Polka Fest, but they was WMT radio, and they got taken over by the big old conglomerate, and they got rid of all that, and now they had Rush Limbaugh. It's politics all day, and their ratings are way down, but that big conglomerate nationally makes more money.
Yeah, but
they were the monster station.
Okay, so what? They're in debt. Okay, They were in debt. So what? That now they're going to run national programming. Yeah. When they did this like 6 or 7 years ago, or was it longer? When they axed everybody, and it lasted about a week or two, and they brought everybody back because of the outcry. I never once turned on national radio. I mean, I don't tune into sports radio to listen to national stuff unless I do it for an intentional reason. All right. Once in a while, I'll do that. The other day, I turned on a regular radio station and I listened to the World Cup USA World Cup while I was door dashing. Okay. So, but I will do it for like that stuff. But no, local radio is so important. And Bakersfield has a local, I don't know how local it is most of the time, but for 2 hours in the afternoon, from noon to 2 o'clock out here, we have a local radio sports station that covers, all the local stuff here, the Angels and the Dodgers, and they cover all that, all the local colleges around, and all the but they also include high school and stuff. And I'm going to be honest with you, I just don't do that. Now, Trent and Kenny Miller were self-contracted. In other words, they own their show and they paid to put their show on there. So it's like how many hours they're on a day, 2 hours. Mm-hmm. They basically like a 2 hour ad because they paid for that spot. And Kenny retired. They said they announced Trent's new co-host, but I don't know who that is. But, I'm wondering if Trent's going to say anything. Has anybody listened to his podcast, if he said anything on it?
Kenny come back. Kenny, today was his 30th anniversary. And he was going to retire. Kenny come back today with Trent. Ain't it some gal that's on with Trent from now on? I don't know. I don't.
Heather Burnside. Heather Burnside's a good person to have on there.
Well, probably. I don't know. Kenny, I just want to say Kenny is the nicest person. Never met him, but he just seemed like the nicest person in the world. And I think it's a shame the corporations do that bullshit. So
yeah. Well, it's a real shame that iHeart is just ruining radio. I can remember when iHeart would allow us to listen to WHO during the football games and basketball games. But after one season of doing that, they cut it off because they decided that they wanted to own the rights to everything. And so they weren't allowed to play that anymore. Between, I think, was it who owns the rights to the broadcast, right? But anyway, iHeart, and they wanted more money, I think, to run the Iowa games and stuff.
Learfield probably.
Learfield probably wouldn't pay. Learfield wouldn't probably pay for it. Okay. Hank says Kenny did not come in today because everyone got fired. Hank, he owns that show, so he's technically not fired. So he did retire, but I don't know when his last day actually is.
I thought on the On3 thread somebody was listening and said Kenny called. They called Kenny was on via the phone line.
Yeah. Okay, so he probably just come in to talk about everything. Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't listen to it. Don't quote me.
Yeah. Anyway, Bob Hoffman says the Big Shoe was one of my favorite broadcasters. Anybody know who the Big Shoe is?
Ron Gonder. The greatest broadcaster ever in the state of Iowa. Yeah. I mean, God, he was good.
Yeah. I think in our household we listen to Jim Zabel most of the time.
Yeah, Zabel's awesome.
Yeah. I can still remember his. This is really crazy. I can still remember his call when Iowa won their game, and I think somebody else had to lose a game that day for Iowa to get into the Rose Bowl for the first. It was on Hayden Fry's third year we got to the Rose Bowl, and that my dad had died earlier, a couple of months earlier, and he wanted to see that team get back to the Rose Bowl before, and I just started bawling when thinking about my dad because he wanted that so bad, and he was now dead, and they did it months after he did, so maybe my dad had something to do with it. Yeah. But when Jim Zabel made the call and he was just screaming in the radio, I was in the Rose Bowl, I was in the Rose Bowl, I was in the Rose Bowl. I heard that call live, and I'm just like, I about bawled all the way home. All right. Hank says today was his last day. He was supposed to come in and celebrate 30 years and said he would feel guilty if he came in. So he called in with the last 15 minutes of the show to give thanks. Ken will be at the horse races in Altoona calling horse races. Hank, do you know who the new co-host is with Trent? Okay. All righty. So I think we beat that one down to speaking of horses, we beat the horse to death on that one. Oh God!
By the way, there's an alternate to iHeartRadio. It's called TuneIn Radio, and it's free and it's independent. It's
not
worldwide.
free anymore because they used to
We have
do the
both. We have
Iowa
choice.
games for free, and you can't.
Oh, you want?
They,
Yeah,
they
that's
don't do
iHeart.
Iowa games.
That's iHeart's thing.
No,
there.
no, yeah. Tune in, same
Okay,
thing.
but iHeart blocks TuneIn from having the games unless you pay for it.
Local radios went the way of the copies of newspapers. You know, you don't see many people sitting around reading a newspaper. You know, you just go online and read On3 or the Gazette or something. So,
well, the new co-host with Trent, how cute is this? Is Nick Maravich from the Lockdown Cyclones. He's over in Eastern Iowa. Okay, how about that? An Eastern Iowan doing Lockdown Cyclones in Hawkeye country. But then we have Trent Condon over in Des Moines doing Hawkeye content.
Isn't that one dude?
He lives in a Trent's in a Dell.
Oh, he is? Okay, that's still Des Moines. That's still Des Moines, even closer to Ames, I think. But anyway, alrighty. Okay. God, we got so much content to do tonight. I don't know where to begin. Let's talk about some latest commits that we may have in football and basketball, right? You sent so much to me. I know we have a latest commit in football. I did not get any of the pictures up. I didn't have time.
The only one we haven't talked about on prior podcasts is our first 2028 recruit from the greater Washington, D.C. area. His address is Maryland, but it's Dwally Smith. His first name is spelled D-W-A-Y-L-E. It looks like Dwale, but it's Dwally Smith. He's 5'11", 175, and he come to Iowa camp, and he's a cornerback. So 2022 is kicking off. We have so many open. We have a great big senior class, not this year, but next year. We got 13 commitments of 2027. Hell, we only got like 16, 17 scholarships total. So the 2028 class, best class ever in Iowa, and we got a bunch of. It's perfect timing, So we kicked off the 2028 class already. So
I got a question for you guys. Any concern that we brought in 3 wide receivers for visitation and we didn't get one of them?
Not really.
It's kind of the norm, isn't it? Over the years.
Well, yeah.
Most kids you offer and most kids you bring in do not commit to your university. That's just the way it is.
I just thought this time we were going to get one of them, and especially the one that's the most sought after, who didn't end up. I think he ended up at Michigan.
The most sought after one. Where the hell did he go?
I thought it was Michigan.
Guy named Britt. He went to Missouri.
Oh, he went to Missouri.
He had family in Missouri. He was the one that's a friend of our. He wasn't interested in Iowa, and then we got that Sentai Banez, his friend, the quarterback, and then he said, "Well, I'm going to visit Iowa then." So it was a long shot, but we took a shot.
Yeah. Well, the thing that bothers me is that we're having trouble getting wide receivers, and we're throwing all of our marbles into these wide receivers that everybody's so hyped up on. But every spring and fall practice, we get hyped up on these wide receivers, and then they don't do anything during the season. It kind of bothers me. We only got one proven wide receiver, and he has yet to play one full season healthy.
Yeah. What bothers me is we just keep winning 9 or 10 games every year. And I wish we'd have a 4-win season so people could really have something to complain about.
Oh, but just think that 9
or
10 wins could be 11 or 12 in a playoff spot if we had really good proven receivers.
So how many upperclassmen do they have in the receiver corps?
Well, I guess
upperclassmen. You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
I guess Vanami would be an upperclassman for tight end.
Not receivers.
Okay. Vanami's actually a redshirt sophomore this year, but he's going to go to the NFL next year, so might as well call him a senior.
Yeah.
Upperclassmen and wide receivers. We have no seniors. We have Vanderzee, Bowie, and Howard as juniors. Of course, they got fifth years, some of them. Like Vanderzee's never redshirted. And I don't know if Vanderzee will be he'll probably play it. He'll probably come back a fifth year because I don't think he'll be a first or second round draft.
What's the total count for underclassmen?
What?
What's the total count for underclassmen? How many do they have total? Freshmen and sophomores.
What year is this Diaz?
Wide receivers? Okay.
This Diaz and this Phillips?
Okay,
Phillips?
we got three true freshmen, Schaefer, Smith, and Stinson.
Okay.
We got one redshirt freshman, Smith.
All right.
And then we got three sophomores, Parker, Diaz, and James.
So you got 10
right
receivers.
There is 7. Plus we got about 5 walk-ons. So we're pretty good.
So the odds you picking somebody up who's good, I mean, is going to be slim.
Well, Tony Diaz, he's getting all this hype, and then he didn't even suit up and play for the spring game.
Well, is he light?
I'm just fed up with it. He's never lifted a weight before, and Kirk told him, "Hey, you're one heck of a receiver, but you'll last about 3 games in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
you're going to start." When he came to Iowa, he said, "God, you're too thin." He goes, he's like, I don't know, 5'11", 167, and Kirk says, "You're at Iowa now. Guess what? You're gonna put on some muscle." So that's the plan. But
anyway, so that's the plan. Okay.
We probably have the deepest. It's the deepest, best wide receiver room I ever remember at Iowa, and that goes back to Hayden Fry and everybody. But anyway, we'll see.
All righty. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Bob Hoffman says, "Gentlemen, your thoughts about the Dusty May move? He doesn't have to worry about recruiting and NIL anymore."
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
He'll probably have a shorter career coaching in the NBA because they don't last as long unless they're a great coach. But he does have Cooper Kupp, whatever his name is, Cooper
Flag.
What's the name of the great player? Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag. So here's my thoughts. Because the NFL season, the NBA season runs so much longer. It's harder for them to grab a decent college coach. But what he did to Michigan by leaving in June, when they're having their summer workouts and summer practices now, my guess is that Michigan will just use the head assistant coach as an interim coach and take a serious look for somebody at the end of the season.
Yeah, they've already announced that.
Okay, I didn't hear that part because I was away from most stuff today. So, I think it's a shame what he did. He should have probably waited, but he wanted to make the move. But what more could he do? He did in 2 years. He turned that program completely around in 2 years and won a national championship in his second year. But he didn't do it with Michigan guys. He did it with every player he brought in. Not one of them was a homegrown Michigan player.
I think it's great. I think it's a great move for Iowa. So I'm happy. All the point guards we're recruiting this year, them top ones, every one of them, it was Iowa, Michigan. Other schools involved too, but Iowa and Michigan were the teams that them kids. Daughtry, he's a Florida kid, and that's where May came from. And all he talks about is Ben McCollum and then Dusty May. Well, Dusty May is gone, so welcome to Iowa City, young man. So, I'm happy. So
yeah. Well, so maybe so they can Can they create a transfer portal for all these players if they want to leave now? Can they can freely leave, right? Even though there's no transfer portal.
The Michigan players are all in the transfer portal if they want to be. I doubt if they are as much money as they're making up there. But
yeah. Okay. Well, especially since everything is going to be intact, we probably won't see them jump ship until after the season if things go sideways for them. But anywho, next thing I wanted to talk about was it became official. Was it yesterday? The 5-5 rule. So now everybody can play an extra year. So like I know that Chad Lysico, he concentrated on mainly the girls basketball team on how many more years, like Bria Medina. We thought we were going to get her for 1 year. We can get her for 2 now. And I just thought about, she's a point guard. She can shoot the ball. And it immediately made me think of Molly Davis. Molly Davis came her first year, saw limited minutes. Second year became a starter, a couple of games into the season, and became a force. And she could shoot the 3, but she could also dig in and drive to the hoop and throw up a floaters. She was good at the floaters.
And Molly also got an extra year. It was her COVID year.
That's what I'm saying. That's why when Molly came, she came with what? She came with 1 year and then got a second year, and so that reminds me of that. And then of course, I think we have another girl we recruited who's only was a 1 year girl, Amara Whiting.
Yeah, Whiting. Come back.
Yeah, she'll be able to come back. The question I got is though, and same with the guys, everybody picks up an extra year that's still playing at Iowa if they want to stick. And I don't know, how many of them will actually stick for 5 years because a couple of these guys might end up being NBA players, and we're going to get back to that of our latest NBA player.
But our seniors next year, Cam and Combs, they're not going to the NBA, so I'm sure they'll sign up for it if Ben wants them.
Yeah, and that's the key. They can come back if they want to, but the question is does Ben want to? Because this is where I'm leading with my next question. Because what does that do for recruiting? Because all of a sudden, you don't have as many scholarships as you thought you were going to have.
It doesn't bother the women because we only got 11 people on.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. And then coming back, but what it also does with the recruiting when freshman girls, when you're recruiting a high school senior and they're looking at the roster thinking, oh my God, they just picked up a whole bunch of more people. They didn't have to recruit or bring in on the transfer portal because they all got that extra year.
Then
and you're thinking of, God, I'm not going to get much playing time my freshman year. This is going to kind of change things to where, where like on the women's team right now, if you're incoming freshman, you're going to play a lot. You're going to play, you're going to play a lot. Even Addie Deal played 15 minutes a game, even though she wanted more.
And this is,
but I think what that does is not necessarily this year because we have 11 players, but the next class behind that, we technically aren't losing anybody at all.
Nobody's losing anybody. It's like Kirk's going to lose a bunch of people because in football you redshirt, but there's only 2 as far as for the next year. Kirk only has 2 people, Bryce Stevenson and Ortworth are the only 2 guys that will have that 5th year available to him. Mm-hmm. So and anyway, this is not changing any of the coaches' plans because as we have known for 8 months, this rule was coming in. We knew it was coming. Yeah. Kirk knew it, Jan knew it, and Ben knew it. Everybody in college sports knew it was coming.
Yeah, they just made it official yesterday, so it's official.
Yeah, it'll hurt in college basketball, particularly men's. It'll probably affect the opportunities for high school kids. A lot of them will have to go to Northern Illinois instead of Wisconsin
for a year. Year, then they can get recruited back.
Then they can get $5 million to transfer. So
yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Halftime, I think we're up.
Yep, up by 2.
What's that?
Up by 2.
Yeah.
Last I seen, Caitlin had like 17, 18 points and 7 assists.
Yep.
Sounds like she's cooled off the second quarter.
16, 7, and 3 turnovers.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
2 fouls.
Already. Okay. Speaking of people going off to the NBA or the WNBA, which I don't think we'll have anybody on either team going that direction next year. But we did have one get picked officially 16th in the NBA and then got traded right away to Oklahoma Thunder, Oklahoma City Thunder, wherever we call them, OKC.
Yeah.
But anyway, which there's already a Hawkeye playing for them. How cool would that be to see those two just popping threes all over the place for the Thunder next year?
I don't know if one joining the roster will knock the other one off or not. Rick probably follows the Oklahoma City roster better than I do, but
Yeah.
I don't
So
follow the NBA much.
I don't follow the NBA.
I don't follow the NBA much either.
Stanford's like an off guard.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know what it
here's the crazy thing. Of course, I'm listening to local sports radio today, and they're talking about the draft, and I can't remember who else the Thunder got. Some high-level name that they popped off their head. And I guess he was picked earlier in the draft before Strutz was. And they go, I can't. The Thunder got one other player, but we can't think of who it is. And I'm in a position where I can't text him and say, hey. I can tell you who that was. They finally got, guy comes up and he goes, okay, they got so-and-so early. And then he gets interrupted. And so finally, like 5 minutes later, he goes, oh, Bennett Strutz from Iowa. And then they just kind of dropped it. They didn't really talk about him.
Well, who was the earlier guy?
I can't remember the name.
Oh.
Anybody out there remember who else the Thunder got last night?
The Thunder's awful good at trading their draft picks too. So maybe they drafted somebody and traded him. I don't know.
Well, I know the one thing they said is never underestimate the Thunder because they have been very, very good at drafting the right people for their program. And Ade Mara. I
was just gonna say they didn't get a Mara, did they?
Yeah. Okay, so that's who they got. Nick the Slick. Thank you, Nick the Slick.
Mm-hmm.
Or Nick Slick. Yeah. I mean, where did he go to school? Anybody remember?
Michigan. 7'3" guy from Michigan or 4.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Now the question that begs another difference. The NBA has gone away from the traditional post players. Does Mara, can he play outside a little bit?
He shoots the three.
Does he? Okay.
And he can guard all over the court, but
I guess I should have remembered from watching Michigan beat Iowa this year that I should have I should have paid more attention to what he was doing.
The guy I'd be worried about Iowa going to the NBA next year would be McKeever, being 7'3" and do his junior year at Iowa and
well, technically he was coming as a senior, but yeah, he gets an extra year now.
McKeever's got actually 3 years now because he had 2 years left.
I thought, okay, for some reason I thought he was coming in with only 1 year left.
And then if he has a good year at Iowa, he was kind of more under the radar. If he had a good year at Iowa, I'm sure some other school like Louisville or Michigan would offer him twice of what he got at Iowa too.
Yeah. So. Can you imagine how deadly the Iowa women would be in 2 more years with all the extra people going to stick around? I mean, and plus the new people that they're bringing in that are, all the good. I just think I'm excited to see where the women's basketball program can go. I just got a feeling Sweet 16 it's or bust this year. Sweet 16 and bust. And then the following year, back to the Final Four. Not this season, but the following season, we're going back to the Final Four.
I've seen a good write-up on Big Ten women's basketball someplace. I don't know if it was on 3 or what, and they were, we're talking about, everybody Minnesota's got, and everybody Illinois' got, and everybody Maryland's got. USC has this loaded roster for next year. And UCLA brought in foreigners and Addie Brown from Iowa State. Mm-hmm. Well, think about all them teams getting all their players getting 5th years too.
Yep.
You know, somebody like Juju Watkins going to wave goodbye
After 4 years.
You know, and go to the WNBA. But
she could actually go. She can go after this season.
All these other teams like South Carolina and UConn are going to have 5th-year people too. You know, so
well, you know,
it'll just be a lot of great teams.
They traditionally have so much talent; they could all head for the NBA after their 4th year. You know, look at UCLA. How many people they put in the WNBA this year?
Yeah.
You know, so not all of them are going to go for 5 years. Some by choice, some not by choice.
Ava Hayden probably will not, and Danny Carnegie probably will not choose to come back.
They will probably be WNBA players. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited to see what Ava does. If she can take another leap forward like she did this year. You know, I'm just hoping that Layla Hayes spend this summer getting better, getting better at the center. You know, we know what she can do because we saw her do it during lesser competition. She did struggle against the Big Ten, though.
Did you guys see all the videos from the girls out in their golf outings?
Yes.
Over the weekend? That was pretty cool.
That was kind of cool, but they're pretty bad at golf.
Well, yeah, they're not golfers, you know.
No, but you know, when Caitlin and Kate Martin and all them golf, they were pretty decent golfers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What was my next move? The timetable for preseason, off-season timeline stuff is changing for the NCAA college football.
Yeah, I read that today. It was only like 3 paragraphs or something.
But in case people don't know, because I want to actually read that.
You can have 2 spring practices now.
Really?
Yes, but they can't be more than.
You can have 7 weeks, but you can split it into 4 weeks and 3 weeks. All it did was it didn't change anything. It just gave the coaches leniency to, hey, if you want to break it up into 2 different sections and have it, and the portal opens the 2nd day of January this year. That's the only portal there is. What else was in there, Dean?
Now you put me on the corner. They can't go more than 21 days total, and out of the 2 practices, it can be no more than 5 weeks.
I thought it was 7 weeks, but
yeah, 5 out of the 7.
I was hoping I was going to open it up, and they were going to say, "Oh, we're going to start the season a week earlier, so the season gets over by the time the portal hits." But I didn't see nothing about that.
No, well, you mean it started even earlier than they are now because they already start the week.
Now they have a week. Now they have a week 0 where teams can start. But I thought they'd go to where everybody starts on week 0 instead of week 1.
Everyone knows your name.
And I thought they'd do that just to get the season moved up a little bit to help with the teams that are in the playoffs as far as, you know, with their portal players and stuff. But anyway.
Okay. Where the heck did you put that when you sent it to me? Gosh darn it.
In your messenger.
I looked.
I always put it in all 3 messengers. The one for us 3 guys, and then the one for Hawkeye Sports, and then Dean's individual one. Usually. A lot of times I don't always send it to Dean's individual one. Usually more stuff that
you only have to send it to one. You know, we're all 3 in the same freaking groups.
Well, I've noticed I send stuff in the Hawkeye Sports one, and then literally a half a day later in our 3-person group, somebody's sending the same thing again, and it's like, it clutters up all the lines of communication. But anyway.
Okay, so this will start January 1st of 2027. So it's okay. I'm trying to do this. Okay, they can have 2 out-of-season practices for a total of 21 on-field practices. So really, they're not gaining anything. They're just spreading it out because isn't that what they're doing now?
That's what I said. They're giving the coaches leniency to schedule that practice time in 2 different sections if they want to.
So I wonder if it would
spring practice.
Can they do spring and then summer, or how do they want to? However they want to split it up.
I don't know.
Okay. The duration of the 2 practice periods may not exceed 7 weeks, and neither practice period may exceed 5 weeks. Additionally, schools must designate a minimum of 9 discretionary or voluntary weeks for student athletes when required athletically related activities are not permitted.
Yeah, I thought it was 7 weeks.
So I guess what that means is that they can have 9 weeks of or 9 volunteer practices or something, that they're not required to be there.
Yeah, the new quarterback coach said today that right now they're having voluntary practices.
Oh,
Right now he was talking about Bessinger when they mentioned Bessinger, the new quarterback. He's on campus now, and they said, "Well, have you even seen him yet?" Kakert was interviewing him, and the new quarterback coach says, "Yeah, he's at what we call voluntary practice." So,
okay, alrighty, all right. Notice of transfer period. The notification of the transfer period in January will change from a 15 to a 10-day period. So, wow, that is going to be that's going to be hot for 10 days. Beginning the first business day following January 1st. So unless January 1st is on a Friday or a Saturday it'll always be January 2nd.
I like it. The 10 days, kids can either, that way they aren't dragging it out. And that's just the window to go into the portal.
Correct.
So
you can pull them out anytime.
Yeah, I don't like that kids, holding you, Kirk and the coaches hostage any longer than they have to. Cohen Entringer and Brian Allen, if you want to leave. Let us get on with life at Iowa City. So
okay, so discussion of off-campus recruiting concept. The committee has reviewed membership feedback on potential changes to its off-campus recruiting. Based on membership feedback, the committee developed a concept that would provide a yearly allotment of recruiting and permit up to 16 staff members and the head coach, so that would give 17 total, to recruit off-campus. The committee will solicit conference feedback on the concept and will consider introducing a proposal to the expedited legislation process during its July or August video conference. Any changes to off-campus recruiter would take effect January 1st, 2027. Instant replay. I'm not sure I understood this one totally.
They're going to put it up. Each team will also get the instant replay up in their booths. The offensive and defensive coordinator, I guess, can watch and listen to what the officials are saying. I don't know if they can give any feedback to the officials while they're watching it or not, but it'll what the officials are watching will be played up in the team's, what do you call them booths up in the sky, where the assistant coach, some of the assistant coaches can view it. So
yeah, and they can experiment with it this year for the conference games. Mm-hmm. But the visiting team for non-conference can opt out, which means that that's any visiting team, I guess. Nope, just non-conference. The visiting team may opt out, which means neither team would be permitted to have instant replay video available in the coach's booth. Alternately, the visiting team may agree with the home team to provide video output to both teams' coaches' booths. The current allowance has the broadcast video in the coach's booth remains. So that's what confused me, because they're already getting video replay in the coach's booth from the broadcast. So
I think this is for video reviews of play.
What the heck? Guys, I just looked up on my TV and it's gone wonky on me.
Is that your fancy
Oh.
box?
Yeah. But it's because I shoved this down between the cushions. Alrighty.
VC or whatever it is.
It probably is remote controller or whatever.
Oh, somehow, okay.
Yeah, don't shove it down in your popcorn.
All right, I got the game back. I'm not so tech savvy. I mean, like Rick is talking to me about following all these instructions that he sent me to get my computer, make sure I'm all updated and ready to go. And Rick, yeah,
it's all right.
I look at it and it's just like I'm so confused. I don't understand what it's saying.
It's okay.
My computer's probably going to crash and burn after tonight.
No, but like I said, Windows 10 is fading fast.
Yeah, I don't know why my computer can't get Windows 11. It doesn't. It just says here are the qualifications, and I need to have the one Windows that you were talking about, Windows 10 with those numbers and letters after it.
Right.
I don't know if I have that operating system, but it may be the reason why I don't. I don't know.
You'd have to go into your past updates and check them, see if you have it or not.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter anyway, because every time I go to press update, sorry, we can't. You don't qualify for an update.
Yeah, if you did, it would say click here to extend your updates to October.
Yeah, well, $30. I was trying.
I wish I'd like to know how many freaking assists Caitlin Clark could have if the players she had could catch the ball and make layups and make easy shots. Just awful.
There was a guy who did that her rookie year, and she would have averaged like 12.8 assists a game.
Yeah, they couldn't handle her ball passing.
Yeah, she snaps it in there.
Yeah,
from distance.
So we're up by 2, but I think we committed a foul. So Phoenix looks like they're going to the line. They are.
Air ball.
So we can't. So we start out. So we blow out early to a double-digit lead, and now we're just hanging on by a thread in the second half.
That's a fever game for you.
Kind of like a Ben McCollum game, where this is awful, and then we win. So.
Yeah, I can't believe how they started that first quarter. The other game, 5% shooting, 6 points, but honestly, it was 3 points for the entire quarter until the last second.
Hit 2 3-pointers, and that was it.
Yeah, it was the opening 3 and the closing 3.
Yeah.
Quarter.
But then, it's like, okay, they're not going to recover from this. And then they come out in the second half or the second quarter and come all the way back. And I go, man, I thought that would take most of the game for them to come all the way back.
Yeah, they scored 66 points in 2 quarters?
65.
65?
Yeah. Okay. Where did I want to go after this? Better bring up my.
I know you had an agenda.
I know. I got to go get it now.
Let's see. Can I mention something?
Yes.
Very sad news about the former volleyball player.
Yes,
Iowa.
go ahead. She's on my agenda.
Very young. I know her married name's Pekar because she married Peter Pekar, who was a tight end at Iowa that didn't play a lot. Graduated in 2015 when we went 12-0, and his dad Jim was a defensive lineman on our first Rose Bowl team for Hayden and Kirk. But very sad. I can't remember her name, but died of cancer. Here it was announced today. So there, I filled some time for you.
There you go. I did want to tell everybody that Terry Walker, who's been on this show, he's our resident UCLA fan person, but he also co-hosts the Golden Broom podcast with Vandy Chris, is working on the behind the scenes to help me try to get some more interviews. And he's got, it looks like, I'm not going to say the name yet because it's not official, but it looks like he's got a 2027 football commit for Iowa who might be coming on the show.
Cool.
That'd be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
I credit Terry. Thank you, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
I give him all the credit, not me. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where did I put my Did I send it to?
Agenda.
Yeah. Where did I put it?
Okay, you wanted to talk about the new quarterback coach interview. I remember that was on.
Yeah. I was hoping to get a chance to watch it. Have you got a chance to watch it at all? I mean, I know you mentioned him a couple times already today.
I was
so I guess
awfully busy when I did watch it. He mentioned Elmhurst, which was where Tim Lester first coached. But I looked at his biography and it didn't have anything in there about Elmhurst. But he coached with Tim Lester. Tim Lester made him be the offensive line coach. You know, people always criticize Kirk for hiring guys that never coached running backs before, like Jay Norvell, even though he did. And anyway, most coaches coach positions they never played, you know. But he was with Lester at Western Michigan. He's been with the Jets the last 5 years. Offensive line coach there, and tight ends coach a lot, and quarterback coach. And last year he was an analyst for Tim here at Iowa, offensive analyst, and he was sitting beside Tim up in the booth, helping him call plays. And his specialty was helping Tim change the play calls on running because we had Gronkowski. We had Gronkowski, whatever his name is. And then Kate would ask him about the wide receivers, and he said, oh, boy, pretty exciting, the wide receivers this year. And he talked about them a little bit. Of course, he talked about every podcaster wants to talk about the quarterbacks a lot. And he went down through the quarterbacks, and he said they're neck and neck. And he said Hecklinski, his biggest improvement he's made was his feet. And he said that old Tom Moore has helped a lot.
Really?
He said Tom Moore's an expert.
Yeah, but I mean, how does an 80-year-old guy get out there and
there ain't very many true experts? Well, let me finish what he said. He said Tom Moore. He said in the quarterback room right now they got a Kirk Ferentz quote and a Tom Moore quote in the quarterback room. Kirk says, "Football like life is simple." That's all it says. And anyway, he said about Tom Moore, he said one time Hecklinski is like, it's a rollout pass. And Tom Moore just grabs this new quarterback coach by the arm and jerks it. You know, he's 87 years old or something. He just jerks it. And he said, tell him to run with his feet towards the receiver. Because he was just running horizontally the line of scrimmage. When you're about ready to throw, it's like when you're I was a baseball coach. When you field the ball, you come forward with your body movement towards your target. So you got all your body behind your throw. And that was a simple little thing that you would think anybody would think of, right? Mm-hmm. And Tom Moore was like that. And he said Hecklinski is a very agile. We all know that he's a mobile type guy, but he wasn't always using his footwork correctly, which that's very important in quarterbacking. That's one thing he said about Hecklinski was take the easy stuff. And with Brown, it was just do your job. You got a big arm, you got great footwork, you know, and if you got a guy deep, go for it, you know. And but he said both quarterbacks are really good. He said Jimmy Sullivan had a super spring, really improved. And he said, what's his name? Fitzgerald does a really good job. He's just different than the other guys. He's more of a Gronkowski type player.
That's what we need. That's what we got to have.
Well, Lester never had one before. Some of these people that don't listen to Lester will say, Lester wants a running quarterback. Well, he never had one. I don't think he really wanted one. And he listed the same things that Lester listed as far as what they want in a quarterback. Somebody that's a natural thrower is the number one thing. Somebody that, and this Santi Banez, he is a natural thrower. Quick release, get rid of it quick, and plenty of arm, And
I got a question.
I'm trying to remember the stuff he said. I'm sorry. Okay. Dean, go ahead.
I was going to say, what if Santi Banez comes in and he proves that he's better than our two guys that they're battling for the starting spot? Does he not get a starting spot? I mean, if a true freshman can come in and just kick butt,
he'd have to be a marvel, to learn the offense that quick. But he'll probably come in January, and Bessinger didn't. So
yeah,
that would help. But
all I'm really trying to say is, there have been freshmen who have come in and been able to play quarterback their first year at a Division I school.
A lot of times at an air raid offense or something where the plays are put up with signs on the side, no huddle, and it's pretty much we got 4 wide receivers that run 4 340s. And
just get them the ball.
You pretty much know who's going to be open by looking at the defense and do it that way. But
all right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to take another commercial break, and so we'll be right back. All right, get your Villains cocaine coffee and use Villains 15 as your discount code and get 15%.
I remember Tom Moore's quote that they had in the quarterback room is, guys, somebody might be open, find him. pretty simple, right? If nobody's open, you get rid of the ball,
Well,
did you find your agenda? Or
yeah, we've covered almost everything. I
remember you had Thorsby, and you had stuff about the WNBA, like all-star voting or something.
Yeah, yep, we're going to talk about that. I just want to hold up. Okay, so this has got to be the biggest slap in the face to Thorsby when the NFL canceled its supplemental draft. They don't want him in the league. So now the only hope this guy has a chance of playing again is maybe next year in the 2027 draft, and nobody's going to take him. Nobody's going to take him.
Bob Stoops League, whatever is the
USFL, or whatever it's called.
But their season's over, so he'd have to wait till next spring to play.
Ain't there a European league too?
They're creating one, yes. Again,
how about Canadian Football League?
Well, yeah, he could play there if they'd let him. I love like Tom Kakert said, the release that the NFL put out was perfect. They said he was the only applicant, and they're not prepared. His case is too new. The investigation hadn't been done yet. Mm-hmm. So we are going to have a supplemental draft in a week, which would be the 1st of July, for one guy who we don't know all the legalities. We ain't having no supplemental draft.
So here we could do. This is what should happen. Have a supplemental draft. Have it on Zoom so nobody has to leave their offices or their places. And one by one, decline. You know, with the first pick, Detroit chooses nobody. Second pick, Los Angeles chooses nobody. And go right down the line until nobody's drafted him.
And you go through the whole 7 rounds of nobody.
There's 7 rounds for a supplemental draft?
Yeah, because you got to give up your draft pick in the regular draft.
Mm-hmm.
If you pick like Steve Walsh or somebody was the number 1 pick in the draft, the next year the Cowboys had to give up that pick, that first round pick. So
I can't imagine in a supplemental draft enough players wanting to be drafted for 7 rounds.
Iowa had a kid in a supplemental draft one time, Lance Olberding from Minnesota, who was a great one of the best offensive line prospects ever out of the state, Minnesota. His brother Mark was a famous basketball player for the Minnesota Gophers, but he never played at Iowa. He flunked out of school, and when he was old enough, I think he flunked out. Anyway, when he was old enough to go to the NFL, he went in a supplemental draft, and he was like, I don't know, 5th round pick or something. But
I got a question for you guys. I saw this on, I think either TikTok or Reels today, and I want to kind of piggyback off of that. Guys, name me 5 football schools who had glory days that will probably never have glory again. You know, for example, I would pick Nebraska. Florida. Ever again.
No, I would pick the Titans of early college football, which was Harvard, Yale, and the University of Chicago. Chicago don't even have a football team anymore. They had Amos, Alonzo, Stack. Those schools I mentioned are guaranteed, never probably to have an elite football team again. But.
No, but okay, I was going to say I picked Nebraska, Florida State. I even picked Minnesota because back up until the 60s and stuff, they were a powerhouse. They won 6 national championships. So Minnesota's never going to probably be there. I just can't pick the 5th one. I don't know who. I mean, because I think they mentioned Clemson, but I think Clemson will be back. I think if Minnesota had Kirk Ferentz, they'd be back. Mm-hmm.
Minnesota isn't a worse job than Iowa.
No, I would say that it is a worse job than Iowa right now. Iowa's more consistent. Minnesota is consistent in its own way, but PJ Fleck's average win per season is less than Kirk's.
Yeah, but Minnesota has way more good football players up there than Iowa does.
They're a bigger state.
Yeah, that's my point.
So anyway, guys, name me some of the schools you would think on that used to be the hot topic around and no longer probably will be. I would have put Oklahoma on that list, but they're making a comeback, so they'll probably be back.
I mean, USC's not far from.
Oh yeah, they had USC on their list.
It's like they're never coming back. That's ridiculous.
As I'm saying, that's how, But
I said probably never coming back. Not that they would never.
Okay, so Stanford is falling quite a ways. I mean, they were a perennial powerhouse, but they were for a good period there. They were. I don't know who's in the Big 12 now. Texas Tech, Baylor,
Arizona State, Baylor.
Yeah,
was Baylor a powerhouse?
Got to the national championship game.
They had some great teams there for a while.
They had some. They're maybe 8-10 years ago. They had some really good teams, but I don't think they've done
3
much.
years ago they did. 3 years ago they did. They beat the shit out of Michigan State. Might beat the shit out, but they were pretty good. That semifinal game, and then they got destroyed by Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Hoffman puts Wisconsin on his list, but he says he's just wishing.
Yeah. I think any of them teams we listed, Florida State, if they got the right coach, they're gonna win.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the question a bit.
Okay, change it.
Will never be good again. Who could fall off a cliff?
What do you mean?
I think Clemson could.
Okay.
I think Clemson could fall off a cliff easily, not be as good in a short period of time.
Look
at Florida State. They fall fast. Like Florida State fell fast. I think Oklahoma could fall fast in the SEC. I would say Michigan could fall fast. They've been teetering this cheating shit and other things going on there for the last few years. They're running a thin line.
Who would fall fast?
Yeah, who could fall fast?
I'm trying to think of teams that have been a kind of elite. Well, Mississippi lost Lane Kiffin.
Yeah. Look how fast Penn State fell this year. I mean,
but they'll be back. They'll be back.
Final playoffs to you're fired in 5 games.
It's almost impossible for Penn State this year with their schedule to lose 3 games. Probably 2 at the most, maybe 1. It's like
let's see who else.
When you look at Iowa's schedule, though, it's not any different than Penn State. We only have 3 tough games on our schedule.
What I'm trying to find is a team like Iowa men's basketball, where we're on the verge of looking like we're going to be an elite team because of one guy. I'm trying to think of a school that's really they just win all the time. Cignetti, Indiana. Yeah. If Cignetti happened to have a sudden heart attack and die,
they'd fall off a cliff in a hurry.
Yeah, maybe. I sure like their coordinators, them young coordinators they got. I bet they just hire one of them, and they'd still have Mark Cuban's money. But would they have that extra Cignetti thing like Hayden Fry had? That magic.
The magic. Oh yeah. I don't know. That kind of just when you talk about like Cignetti, I just go back and think of the media days when they get 15 minutes to talk and PJ Fleck took about 13 minutes.
But you mentioned
most of them take about 5 minutes and leave the last 10 minutes for questions.
you mentioned Minnesota, but I believe this is true.
What?
Through the history of the Big Ten up until about 1962, 63 in there sometime, Minnesota dominated the Big Ten. They had more Big Ten championships than Ohio State, Michigan, and Illinois. Illinois was a very, very powerful Big Ten team historically, and then they kind of dropped off.
Iowa was pretty powerful in the 50s and into 1960.
They were powerful for 5 or 6 years, Dean.
Yeah, I know it. I'm just saying.
Talking. They had a question on I think it was on Jason's site, Everything Sports. This guy put up this thing about, he listed like 6 teams that he thought in the history of Iowa with Hayden and Kirk would have made a 24-team playoff. And I just said, well, hell, Kirk would have had about 11 of them. So he had me list them. And then there was that one with the all-time schedule of Iowa against members of the Big Ten. Remember we talked about that last week, Dean?
Yeah.
And he goes, I thought Iowa's would be better than that. And I said, well, if you look back at Iowa football history, we had Iowa like in the teens and the early 20s, we had winning seasons. And then we didn't have another winning season hardly. We might go 5-4 or something, but until 1939 with Niall Kinnick, and we had a good team. And then we went all the way to 1954-5 with Forrest Everchesky, and we won for about 5 years, 5 out of 6 years or something like that.
But you got to remember,
no winning until really 1981. Yeah. That's a long stretch.
Yeah, from 1961 to 1981, Iowa had no winning seasons.
Well, yeah, but it was really from 1922 until 1981. We literally had 7 winning seasons in 60 years.
I'm going to actually go back and look that up. That seems like not very many.
Howard Jones, we were a powerhouse in the Big Ten when we had Howard Jones as a coach when Duke Slater played, and it was about 1918 to 1922. We had the longest winning streak in college football, like 28 games. And but then he went to USC, and then we were terrible. Then we got almost kicked out of the Big Ten in 1928 or 9. But,
Rick, what just happened in the game? I just saw the one girl from that team just march off the court very angry.
You got to call her a charging foul, I think.
Yeah. There's only 4 seconds on my TV in the third quarter.
You have a comment, Dean.
What's that?
You have a comment.
I don't see any of them. I read all my comments so far.
Can you read it, Rick?
Wisconsin one?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't see any of it.
I'm not punching up the comments because they won't punch off right away.
Bob Hoffman said Wisconsin.
Yeah. I did mention that he mentioned that.
What do you say about, as a team that can fall off a cliff? Right. They already have.
Yeah.
But
no, I think he meant,
they get the right coach. Like if they hired LeVar Woods or Seth Wallace, hell, they might turn it around. You know.
Yeah, both Nebraska's slowly coming back. Wisconsin, they
I think they'll be way worse this year.
I mean, they've had 2 winning seasons back to back after having losing seasons for a while.
Oh boy, that's scary.
Yeah. I'm just saying slowly. I mean, they're not making the big move. Yeah. They're not making the big jump, but that could happen this year, guys. You never know with Nebraska what you're going to get.
I think Matt Rule made a big mistake making it seem like he was Penn State's next coach and getting all that money and then going on an instant losing streak.
What? I mean, he thought he was going to be the next Penn State coach. He was going to leave Nebraska.
Yeah, that's why he got the big deal with Nebraska.
Why would Penn State hire somebody who having a hard time getting Nebraska turned around?
Did he go to school there?
He was a star linebacker for Joe Paterno. He sure don't look like it, but he was. And then at the time, his team was like 5-1 or 5-0 or something. I don't remember. Nebraska always wins a bunch of games at the start of the season.
Yeah. Don't you guys remember? I said something about they could probably go 6-1 to start the season. But after that, they've got a gauntlet record. I mean, a gauntlet thing, and they may have a hard time winning some games at the second half of the season last year when I said that. Because their schedule was brutal. They had an easy schedule up front, and then the back half of the schedule was so brutal.
Here's a team that really never got to a good level. Everybody thought they did, but they didn't. Was Deion Sanders at Colorado.
Yeah. They had 1 year. They had 1 year. Yeah, one wonder.
And it was just now he's a junk program, you know.
It makes me wonder if he's on the hot seat or not.
I guess he had 2 years there, decent.
Yeah. But, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? The challenge?
They're challenging the call. Yeah.
I just want that Hines Allen or Sophie to please get a hold of that skinny gal and break her in two right there, Bonner.
Yeah, Delana.
She's a
big
real
swole. They call Hines Allen the big swole. Yeah, she's a big girl.
Did you guys see that Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin are number 1 and 2 in All-Star voting now?
Did you vote?
I tried. They kept wanting me a password. I put in a password. I tried it like 8 times, and I thought, screw it. My votes ain't going to matter.
Yeah.
So
I voted 3 times.
Did you? I wasn't even voting, but God, everybody in Iowa must have been voting for Caitlin. And Leah Boston, I mean, number one. Gosh,
Yeah.
how many
Yeah.
teams can have
She's
the top
popular.
2 vote getters in the?
She's a nice girl.
Yeah.
People like
And
her.
Asia Wilson at number 3, Paige Buckers at number 4, Brianna Stewart at number 5. There are some big names.
Angel
coming
Reese
down
like
the-
8th.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah,
She's 7.
Angels-
I don't
Angels-
understand.
Angel's having a great year. I gotta,
She is.
yeah.
Yep.
You know, I like to give people their due. You know,
Yep.
she's kind of a, you know, her personality rubs me the wrong way, but there's probably opponents that, you know, Caitlin rubs them the wrong way. So anyway,
Okay.
And I'm not
Kelsey
watching my
Mitchell's is number 9. So they
Olivia
got
Miles ought to
Indiana.
be in the top 2 or 3, but she ain't.
She's number 10. Yeah. Anyway, that's probably, I don't know. I don't know about this Gabby Williams and
That's pretty
this
good.
Jessica Shepard. I don't really know them.
Jessica
That's
Shepard's
probably-
phenomenal.
That's
She is
probably
phenomenal, dude. Oh my
Is
god,
she?
she's so good.
Yeah.
what
She's
about
like
the
Angel Reese meets fucking Asia Wilson meets Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
From out of nowhere,
What
by the
about-
way.
what's the one girl that I can't remember? I think she went to Notre Dame or something, and it's just
Her.
tearing up the league.
Jessica Williams.
Olivia Miles.
Yeah.
No,
Well, Olivia Miles was at Notre Dame first, then Texas Tech, who's tearing it up as a rookie.
yeah,
But that Jessica Shepard also went to Notre Dame and Nebraska.
Citron or Citrus or
Sonia
something
Citron,
like that.
she's pretty good.
Citron.
Yeah,
Kiki
she should be.
Earfin is really
She should be
good.
in the top 10, but she's not there.
Oh.
Well, she's fell off in the
because-
last 2 games.
Did wasn't Miles at TCU?
Yes.
Yeah.
Last her senior year.
Yeah, I thought you said Texas Tech, and I thought, no, it's TCU.
TCU. Sorry, I probably did.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
big deal.
she went there for a little bit of money and a chance to evolve her game, she said. And she did.
I like to give people their due. You know, I love Caitlin Clark, but Asia Wilson's like her and Cheryl Miller are 2 best basketball players I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You
Well, I
know?
want to read some of these others off. AZ Fudd is number 11. Plum is at number 13. Cunningham is at number 15.
Plum's at 13.
Yeah. Sonia Citron, that's who I was talking about.
14.
Number 19. Lexi Hall, number 20.
Really?
Cameron Bink, 21.
She's
How
not-
many
she's not
How
that
many
good.
did they take for the All-Stars? I mean,
10 and 10.
10
Yeah.
and 10?
Some of
6
it,
bigs
you
and 4
know,
guards.
Rick, you'll agree with me. You know, Lexi getting all them votes. That's just Indiana Fever fans packing the ballots.
exactly.
You know,
Yep,
I don't
exactly.
really like that. Remember when Kate Martin, her first year, was like the
She
first
was
week of
third.
the voting, she was like 4th. or
Yeah,
something.
she was crazy.
Yeah, but
The
she didn't go
Martinez
that.
Color fans.
Her votes fell off. She didn't go to
Oh,
the
yeah.
All-Star.
No.
Yeah, Kate Martin's not in the top 40 this year.
Well, she shouldn't be. It's like
She's a
Cardosa,
developmental player now.
Cardosa's number 40, the very last one.
Really. I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. She's not. Cardosa is not a good pro yet. She's got the height, obviously, and the length and stuff, and the size, but she is not developed quite yet.
she got into a bad situation. She
Yeah.
started with her and Reese as rookies, and Reese hated her, would not pass her the ball. If you get Cardoso within 5 foot of the hoop and get the ball in her hands, she's going to score.
Yeah. Cardosa, she also got hurt her rookie year, too.
Yeah. By the way, Plum might be out for quite some time. I seen she got hurt. So.
Really?
What happened with her?
I can't remember whether it was a knee or a lower leg, which could be one of them high ankle sprains, or hopefully
Or
not an
meniscus
Achilles.
or
Yeah.
a calf, or
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute.
Nice.
How would you say her name? Escu on Enescu. Yeah, she's not even in the top 40.
She's only played like 3 games, Dean.
she's having a bad year.
She's been
Her last
injured.
6 games, she's had like 7 points a game.
if she's able to play, she should be an
But
all-star.
she didn't play the first month of the season.
Yeah,
She was hurt.
I know
she's not playing well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She played one game against the Fever, and then I think the second time they met, she didn't play, or the vice versa.
It's like we're looking at Caitlin Clark's stats last year. She's no good. Well, she wasn't playing.
Mm-hmm. Whoa! What happened here?
Does Rick, do you have this? Do you have
Wait a
this?
minute! Hang on. Rick, what happened here? Why did Caitlin Clark just walk off into the tunnel?
Is she going to get sick? I don't know. Oh, maybe she's hurt.
Okay. She has 19 points, 5 for 9 shooting, and 8 assists.
Okay.
I don't have the sound on, so I have no idea what's going on. If anybody's watching, has the sound on that game, tell us why Caitlin Clark went into the tunnel.
She usually comes out of the game at the end of the third quarter and sits the start of the fourth quarter. Maybe she went back there to get a back massage or something.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. She's got a bad back.
Yeah. But they need Caitlin on the floor if they're going to win this game. Mm-hmm. They need Caitlin on the floor.
I think he's on the bench because I just seen a girl over there throwing her arms around like Caitlin does.
No, she went in the tunnel. There's no way she came back.
Right on the end of the bench. Now, I said.
I don't know.
See the girl in white?
The drama of the WNBA, man, is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. All righty, I know what I'm going to do. My wife's 2 sisters are at that game. I'm going to text one of them right now.
There you go. Say, what in the heck is going on?
I bet she's just sitting out these 3-4 minutes like she always does in the game.
But she left. But she's off the floor.
I know, but she goes back there and lays on that table and gets her back adjusted and comes back. And I'm pretty sure that's her sitting right behind the backboard down there. I'm pretty sure that's her.
Squatting down?
Well, she's right in front of a Gatorade thing. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Don't matter. Breaking news.
What'd you find out, Dean?
Just sending it now. I'm slow at technology. I can't use my thumbs and have this all typed out. You know, I'm really surprised when I send a text. Sometimes some of these people are so fast that before I even hit send, they've already responded.
Wow, dude. You got Kelsey playing the point. You got Hines Allen shooting threes. They look a little discombobulated, shall we say?
I'm on a.
They do. I mean, oh my gosh, they're trailing right now.
They had that other point guard, that other guard that never plays in when they just went to commercial here.
Oh, Raven Johnson?
No, the
Ty
other
Harris.
one.
Ty Harris?
I think that's her name.
You must be a little ahead of us because I just now went to the commercial.
I'm in a commercial. But
I just now went to the commercial.
And I'm sure that was Caitlin because they called the timeout and they started bringing the camera over. And of course they showed the other bench, but I'm sure that was Caitlin that got up to join them.
Right now, they didn't show her.
Oh!
What? She ejected?
I don't know. Oh. You tell me. She's on her back with somebody on her neck.
Well, that happens.
Oh, wow.
Can you guys see it? I'll send it to you.
That's a fist in the neck. Wow. Was that – who's 25?
For the other
team? 25 on Phoenix?
I have no clue. The only player I know on there is Bonner and Alyssa Thomas, a great player.
Thomas. That's who it is, Alyssa Thomas.
Yeah. She's an enforcer. She leads the league in assists
she's a dirty player.
As a forward. She's like Ed Horton. She's like Ed Horton. If she's on your team, you love her. If she's on the other team, you hate her. She's a villain, you know.
Yeah, but she goes people's legs though. Like she tries to cut the legs off from underneath and shit.
All right, guys, I just sent it to the Rick, Kelvin, Kyle chat. Take a look at it up close. There's a fist in her neck.
Yep.
And I'm on here. I can't look at anything. But
Okay.
I'll check it out for everybody.
when we get this commercial gets over, we'll see whether she's there or not. But anyway.
Oh yeah, that's a fist to the throat.
Yeah.
How is she? I assume she got ejected. Yes, for that.
I have no idea what happened. I mean, because we're talking, I'm not watching the screen that closely. I just looked up and I saw her walking into the tunnel.
Huh.
You mean Caitlin's got a fist to her the other girl's throat?
Caitlin's on her back under the basket, and Thomas has got her fist in her throat right here like this.
Thomas is in Caitlin's throat.
Yes.
Well, why would Caitlin get thrown out for that?
She didn't get thrown out, I don't think.
I'm saying what happened to her. Did she get thrown out? I didn't know. So
I'm
apparently
still trying to spot her.
Ha! My sister-in-law is the one that sent that. She goes, the back, maybe from this shit, and that's what she just sent me. So that's where I got the picture from, guys. I didn't realize it, So the ATL, Atlanta Dream.
Yep.
God, we still a commercial? What is going on?
No, it's going on now, but Alyssa Thomas is still in the game.
What?
What?
How did she get away with that?
I never seen it, so I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Why did they show a replay of it?
They probably did, but I was looking here. I was supposed to keep my eyes on the camera, some viewer wants me to,
Yeah.
What the hell?
She's still not on the floor.
Okay.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, baby. Back in the lead. Back in the saddle again. Yeah, so it doesn't look like she's coming back, guys.
Well, she's got 7 minutes to come back yet.
Yep, 7.
I'm sure she wants to get to that 20 points and 5 assists thing. It'll set a new record.
Mm-hmm. They need
for consecutive games.
They need to do something with number 25. I mean, I can't believe that the refs didn't call something.
She's a veteran.
I don't care. Veteran or not. I'm so tired.
That's the way it is.
I'm so tired of people,
3
other
seconds
women in this league, taking out their jealousy on her, on Caitlin. Shoot!
Remember, Dean, your TV is not in sync with everybody else's.
Oh, got blocked. Holy cow. There we go. I know you're a little ahead of me, but
I know, but it's like you're saying shit. Here comes Sophie in the game.
Yeah, they don't use her enough.
She's just a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, but they need her
3-pointer. She ain't worth much unless she's showing off her karate on Alyssa Thomas. But.
Well, that's what I mean. They got to bring her in to be the enforcer.
Oh, she can charge the court from the bench, get suspended.
Yeah, I don't understand Lexi Hall being in the game though. All right, now we're down 3 points.
Hines down shot another 3.
Yeah.
Right now, my TV is 93-92. Phoenix is ahead by 1.
I'm at 93-90. Where are you at, Rick?
Same.
Now it's 95-92. Phoenix just hit a shot.
5 minutes left.
Yeah.
4:40.
But see, Thomas and the Mercury, the Mercury got what they wanted. They
Kelsey
got Caitlin out of the game because they know they can't win the game with Caitlin on the floor. So they decided to take Caitlin out, which they succeeded. We're down to under 5 minutes and 4 minutes, and we do not have Caitlin back. So, she's hurt. She's obviously hurt.
Yep.
That's 98-95 Phoenix. So. Anyway, I don't think we probably don't have to do play-by-play, but.
It's 95-95.
98-95. Phoenix hit a 3-pointer and timeout Indiana. I predict Caitlin will come back with 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. The crowd will go crazy. She'll hit 2 3-pointers and be carried off the field, and she'll get 1 million new All-Star votes. How's that for a bold prediction? That will never happen.
Oh, I'm just so mad at this league. This league allows all that physical play, and, let's go beat up the players. Let's take them out of the game. But you know what? The referees love it when we do that. So the person who put the fist in her throat is not going to get away with it.
Did you guys see the thing I sent you today about the Fox Sports article about Caitlin's TV ratings are so much higher?
Yeah.
She was on a USA network and had 1.1 million viewers. And about the next day, the Aces and the Lynx, 2 very good teams, were on CBS, which is not a fringe cable TV show, and they only had 800,000 or something. So.
Yeah. Well, I wonder how many they got tonight because they're on the USA channel right now.
Well,
ought to be about the same, probably.
The rumor is that the other games are pulling in the 150,000 range on ION and NBA TV. And therefore, WNBA is not showing those channels at all, the networks at all, as far as their ratings go. Because last year and the year before, ION was bang with the ratings. Caitlin Clark, 1.8 million. Now it's where they get? We don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Obviously, they have to know. Someone has to know this shit.
Yeah.
They're just choosing not to share it with us.
Yeah. Okay.
That's sad because either way, whether you're doing it because you're just having bad ratings or because you're trying to, diminish Caitlin Clark, either way, it's bad.
Oh, another thing that I sent you guys about a week ago, and I might have sent that to Dean again today, was in the last 6 years, they put up the top. These were conference wins in the nation in college men's basketball. And Iowa, even with Fran McCaffrey, and Ben only won half of his games, didn't he, this year in the Big Ten?
Yep.
Yeah, we're still number 21 in the nation. So we weren't 21. Doing that bad. We weren't doing that bad. We just couldn't win an NCAA tournament game with Fran. But
yeah. Because of Fran, we couldn't win much in the tournament. We did have one good run in the Big Ten tournament, though, with Fran. Yep. I still have the T-shirt to commemorate that one.
I got it right behind me.
Good run.
Yeah, they won the Big Ten. They won the Big Ten tournament. Won to Fran a few years back.
Big Ten tournament. Yeah, okay.
That's the year we thought we were good enough. We'd make the Sweet 16 at least.
Well, Fran had some really good teams there that just did not get going in the NCAA tournament. That year we had the COVID year. We had a really good team that year. But there wasn't no NCAA tournament. But he probably wouldn't have won much anyway.
Well, here's the thing with Fran's team in the NCAA tournament is because his teams didn't play defense. When you go to the tournament, you got to play defense. You got to play defense. Yes. And he did and Fran just thought he could outscore everybody by scoring 85 points a game.
You don't have to be great, but you had to play defense.
Yeah.
Then another thing, Beth was on another interview, and the interviewer was giving her credit for, oh boy, you sure get kudos for hiring Ben. And Beth is a lot like Kirk, just don't take compliments that well. She just said, "Oh, I think every AD in the country would have hired Ben." Like that was a no-brainer. And then she said that was a no-brainer.
Yeah, there's talk of her being a rumored potential candidate for the president of the WNBA in the future.
Yeah. She sure got the connections and the reputation.
She does, and they like her.
Turn the ball over.
I don't know how
Cunningham just turned the ball over.
Oh well.
Anyway, go ahead.
It's 100-96 now. I don't know how anybody could not like Beth Katz. I don't know. It'd just be hatred or something, you know.
Well, I don't hate her. I hope you don't think I'm one of those.
Raven left her spot. That's why.
What'd you say?
What's that?
When Sylvie turned the ball over, Raven ran from the spot where she was supposed to be in.
Oh.
Because she was open for a 3, but she went for a cut to the basket instead.
Yeah. You must be even behind me then.
I paused it. I went back.
Oh, you paused it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wish I could. I mean, my actually froze twice during this game. I probably where Kelvin is. I can't figure out how to fast forward.
I'm in a commercial right now, and the Fever are behind by maybe 4. I don't know, or 2.
196.
198 might be now, but I'm not sure. The Fever, when Caitlin's out of there, it's just a totally different looking team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they are. Their offense is horrible.
Well, I'm in a commercial too. Sunglass commercial.
I mean, when Caitlin's not in the game, and I'm not trying to mean to Kelsey Mitchell, but it literally is dribble, 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 shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do
anyway, guys, do we have anything else we want to discuss, or we want to try to ride this out until the Fever game is over?
What do you got? 3 minutes left in the game?
4 minutes, I thought.
Well, I'll tell you when they show it. They're back now. Alyssa Thomas, 22 points, 8 assists.
And one making Caitlin Clark leave the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what people are telling me. I don't know that, but 11 of 16. 11
you saw
of
the picture.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting here. I can't use my phone when I'm on here.
Yeah. Well, you'll be shocked.
Yeah, it's 100 to 96, and the other team's got the ball. So 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go.
God, you can look at the pain that Caitlin's in.
Can you
My
see it?
God, you could see her. I can see the fist right to her neck.
Hey,
and
Kelvin, you see it now?
You can see her screaming.
Hey, Kelvin.
We stopped them, so we got the ball down by 4 with 2 minutes, 55 seconds, and we're just standing around on offense.
Hey, Kelvin.
What?
Look at the screen.
You're tilted away from it, so you tilt it more toward the camera. There you go.
Yeah, I can't see that. But
because he's on a phone.
100 to 98. I tried seeing it. I can't see it. It's all right. I'll see it over the next decade every day on Facebook.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I'm going to wait for Vandy Chris to break that down and show that fist never touched her.
I know. It's like Alvaro Figueres hit that guy with his fist. I know he did when he didn't. But
He started to, but he pulled back.
He pulled back. Smart thing he did too.
Well, he hit the ball.
Yeah,
it's all right to hit the ball with, even if he had a fist, it's all right to hit a ball.
Oh, wait a minute. They're looking to see if she had a 3-pointer or not. They gave her credit for 2, but it should be a 3.
I don't know. He should have toe on the line. Her foot is
not. Yeah, her toe is not on the line.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's touching, but it's not over on it. They got to give her a 3. They got to give her a 3 for this.
If it touches the line, is it still a 3, Rick?
No.
I didn't think so.
The line, it's no longer a 3.
No, that's I mean, she's right up to the edge of it.
You're saying this way?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah, that'd be illegal. But if it's this way at all, then no.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that.
It's like the out of bounds line.
Yeah, look at that. I don't see. Well, that angle, it looks like her toe is on it. But the other angle they showed, they
showed an angle from above, and it looked like her toe was.
I would say she's on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to uphold it. I mean,
it's really close.
Yeah, they're going to uphold it. But, I mean, you know, it's
right
close.
there,
It's close. It could go either way.
Like half an inch.
The Mercury are cheering, so maybe they got the call.
Hey, do you guys think the Fever will have the same coach next year?
Nope.
If they do, they won't have Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark is already guaranteed to be there next year. They already picked up her contract for next year.
Unless she's traded.
Trading. And there's a rumor. The rumor is that Golden State wants her.
Really?
I think a lot of teams would want her. Could you imagine her and Angel Reese on the same team?
Yeah.
Could you imagine her and Asia Wilson on the same team?
Yep. But
I
I
would
think
love to
Caitlin,
see, if she gets
on
traded,
a-
I want her to come to the Sparks.
on an
Just so that I
expansion
could actually
team,
see her play it live once in a while.
yeah, but on an expansion team with all there's a bunch of hustle players and her, like Iowa was, all hustle players and Caitlin Clark, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
Golden
I don't
State
know
is
if
the best
her
defensive
and
team in the
Kelsey.
league.
Golden State is in their
Yeah,
second year, so they're not really expansion anymore.
Yeah, but still, they're
But they have a great coach.
yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I don't know if Caitlin and Kelsey Plum would be very good together or not. I know Kelsey's a hell of a shooter, but
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But she'd be if she come to the Sparks, she'd be reunited with Martin.
if Martin's even on the team much longer,
yeah. She's
So-
she can only play a couple more games, and then
she's
they
had
have
4
to
games
decide.
and she's done. You have to sign
Well,
her,
they
or
have to
else she's off.
decide. They have to decide because she's a third-year player. You can't pay her $100,000.
Okay,
You know.
so I guess they decided that it was not a 3-point shot.
That's right.
Now we're just standing around letting the referees have a conference.
Yeah, they're playing on my TV now, but
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we must have committed a foul.
Raven Johnson bringing the ball up court. She gives it to Kelsey Mitchell, the black hole. Back over to Raven, into Aaliyah Boston.
Wait a minute. You can't say that. You can't give play-by-play.
I know.
It's illegal. They'll ban us from this if you do
No,
that.
you can play all you want.
They'll probably
can put up
throw
the
Aaliyah
box
Boston out of the game right now because he swung the ball around and hit somebody in the face. Let's see. They won't throw her out for that. The girl is flopping.
Okay.
So
What? So they call a foul? Because Boston is acting like she got the foul called on her.
we'll see. The girl's still on the court. They got towels all around her, but she ain't hurt. Hell, she didn't even get hit.
Oh yeah, she flopped. Yeah, she did.
She's her new name is LeBron.
Oh my God, these floppers! They got to stop flopping.
You ever see LeBron? I mean, guys 2 feet away from him, he just throws himself down, and then he lays on the ground like, "Get me a stretcher."
Yeah, he's writhing in pain.
And then 20 seconds later, he's up and ready to play.
You know, this is stupid. You know, what they did to Caitlin, and nobody gets in trouble for it, and now they're going to go to have an official review to see if Boston actually hit this girl and made her fall.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on what happened to Caitlin because I didn't see it, and I don't know if they reviewed something or not. So I don't know what happened. So you got relatives at the game, Dean?
Yeah, my wife's 2 sisters are there. My one sister has season tickets. Her and her husband.
Yeah.
But this particular game, she elected to take her other.
I wasn't going to go this year, but man, the tickets are so cheap now. I have to go.
For what?
For
the
Fever.
Fever?
Fever game on the secondary market.
Yeah. But anyway, they got this arrangement. My sister-in-law and her husband with another couple because they both can't be at every game, and so that they're going to use each other's season tickets to bring guests with them, and so to help
Yeah.
I'm gonna tip my phone and see if I can see that picture Dean sent me.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to see the Fever play at Minnesota or Chicago, you're talking hundreds of dollars. But if you want to see him play in Indiana, $8.
Yeah. Los Angeles too. Los Angeles is a couple of $100.
Yeah, I believe it. Because what they do, they're pairing
Yeah. of the places where they get more money, more people in, they transfer to a different arena that can hold more. Oh my God! Now she's holding her throat. They take so long to do. You guys, no, we have.
Hey, you guys, various. He was weights and worked out conference play. And this year he did it. Sandy went out on the pounds and was done. I think I was very lucky we got that big kid. Them big defensive linemen are hard to find.
Yeah. By the way, he's the one that we're actually trying to set an interview up with.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
I thought that would be an interesting interview.
So what'd you decide?
I don't have my volume up.
Was it a flagrant? A flop?
I don't know.
Was it?
They're coming out on the court and
they're
got the ball.
Well, it looks like they're going toward the Mercury side of the floor, so it looks
the
like
Indiana fans are not believing this, so it must have went against Aaliyah.
Yeah, Boston is. She's trying to plead her case.
These referees are so bad in the WNBA. I don't know. I don't know that there's. I think a high school official could look at that replay and said there was no contact.
Well, they're like the lowest paid refs in the world. I mean, it's really bad how they're paid.
Well, they can't be a whole lot lower paid than high school refs, getting.
I mean, as far as professional sports go.
So what does she get? One free throw and then the ball back? Or
yeah.
I don't know. Stephanie.
She got one free throw. Now another foul on the Fever.
Another foul?
2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm probably ahead of you guys in the game. I'll shut up.
We're down by 4 with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they need a new coach.
Yeah, they do.
By the way, if you guys see this, the Mercury have only committed 1 foul this quarter.
Yeah.
And now I know where Kelvin was because now we just committed another foul. We are the most foul-prone team in the league.
Well, she's the worst coach in the fucking league.
We're down by 6 with 2 minutes to go, and here comes Kelsey with the ball, which sometimes is not good.
Foul on Lexi or foul on Sophie, right?
Yeah, we're past that now. There's a layup by Lexi, and it's 104 to 100 with 149 to go.
So. Has Mitchell even shot a ball yet? In the 3 minutes? Wow.
Who?
Kelsey Mitchell hasn't shot in a while.
Mitchell missed a 3-pointer right before, like the possession before that long review with Leah Boston. There, Mitchell just did a 3-pointer now.
Okay.
Right on cue, Rick. 106 to 103. So.
All right.
Oh. Gosh, we can't stop them from scoring, can we? We also have the worst defense in the league. Worst defense. Worse in their bottom in I can't believe that this team with all this talent should be better than they are.
Well, that's it. They don't have that much talent.
There's 3 talented players on the team.
Yeah, and that's it. Sophie's pretty good, but the rest are not.
Look,
they're at best role players.
Yeah, Sophie is not a great player.
No.
She gives a good effort, but she ain't no great defensive player. She ain't a very good ball handler at all. She bounces the ball way up here. This year she can shoot the hell out of the ball, and that's her go-to thing, but last year Lexi Hall was the one that couldn't miss a 3-pointer.
Right.
Oh, down by 1. Okay. All right. Well, they still, no matter what happens, they still get another shot at the net. Anyway,
Interesting.
Oh man.
Leah Boston just made a layup.
There you go.
106, 105, 56 seconds.
Yep.
Is that where
Yeah.
you guys are in the game?
That's right back.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
right
You
exactly
guys
where
caught
we're at.
up? You guys caught up with MediaCom. Good
Yeah.
job.
There's, I see Connor and I see Tyrese.
And is Patrick there? Connor and Tyrese always sit with each other, but now there's a blonde girl sitting between them
his
all
fiance.
the time.
That's
Tyrese's
fiance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last game, Patrick McCaffrey was a few seats from Connor.
Mm.
But he had cool hair.
Oh yeah.
He
Well,
did.
He didn't have any when he
It
was.
looked like
he was in Iowa.
it looked like a lead singer for a British rock group
Like a mohawk or something?
in 1979 or something. No, it was like he had these bangs, but they were like shaped like a down in front of his eye, like a wave.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
like he could have rode a surfboard on it there, Rick. You know?
That's the style they do. My grandson has that same haircut.
Well, the thing is nowadays is any style works. You know.
Even the ball-headed style.
Yeah.
It sure works for me. I mean,
Yeah. Man, we haven't had any comments for a
I
while,
got
guys.
little ears, so I don't look like Mickey Mouse.
Wonder why the comments have fallen off. We got 39 people currently viewing us.
They're probably watching the game too.
People are probably saying if all they're going to do is tell us about the game, we're just going to watch it. So,
All right, so
oh, it was another foul. So one of our girls pushed the blue girl. Now they're going back to the line. And no time came off the clock because the ball never even got in bounds.
really,
and what really matters in the ninth inning, the Cubs are up 7-5. So.
And the Angels were down 5-2 in the third period and the third inning
I keep forgetting
today
Big Bud.
against Baltimore Orioles. So I'm going to assume they lost.
It's like I'm living 50 years ago. The Cubs could sweep a doubleheader today. So doubleheaders used to always happen, and now it's almost never. You know.
Mm-hmm.
At Phoenix, ahead 109-105.
Okay, it's 109 on. Okay, how are we gonna if we can't stop them? How are we gonna get back in this game?
You can't. It's like watching Fran's teams.
No defense at all.
Right now, they need Jordan Bohannon to come in for the Fever and bank in a 3-pointer to win the Big Ten title.
What they need to do is get Aaliyah to make both these free throws and stop them on the other end and bringing Caitlin Clark back in to hit a 3-pointer for the winner.
Yeah.
I'd put if anybody's going to hit a 3-pointer here at the end of the game, I think I'd have a premonition that it'd be Sophie.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, Terry Walker says, I can't believe you all streamed on my debut night. I will watch the replay, Terry, but we always go on Wednesday.
I can't I can't believe that you did a debut night when Calvin Fisher was on. I just can't believe it. You know. Yeah. Everybody move on over because the fat dog's moving in. You know.
Okay, they got to shoot the ball because there's 36 seconds left on there, so they're going to shoot and miss. We're going to rebound. Go down and pop a 3 for the win by Kelsey Mitchell.
Well, Alyssa Thomas she traveled, but I don't think they called it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did call it. So
I was going to say, that's a travel, and she knew it. She knew it, but she's complaining about it.
The other night was the worst call in the history of mankind. They hate Caitlin. Caitlin did this step-back 3-pointer. Oh. And the announcer don't know the rules. She took 2 steps. You can't do that. Yes, you can. Google the WNBA rules. Yeah, you actually get a gather step.
Yep.
And then 2 steps afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awful. And
Terry wants to know how you're doing, Rick.
I am doing quite well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah. Terry just started his own podcast tonight.
For UCLA or what?
No, I think it's all sports. I'm not sure. Terry, tell us about your podcast. I think it's about all
Terry,
sports.
tell us about your podcast.
I think it's everything. I think that's the way to go.
Advertise yourself.
Yeah, he will. He will. Yeah.
I
Hey
think if you
Terry,
wanna go-
I gave you credit for trying to help us get the interview. I told him about that commit that you're trying to help me get. So get him for us.
I think if you're going to go all sports, like a broadcast, like ain't a Hawkeye one like ours, I think you have to. If you're a national podcast.
Yeah, it's an open-ended sports discussion, guys. Go find it when we're done with our show tonight and watch his replay on. You're on YouTube, right?
Another BS call. They called a charging foul on Kelsey Mitchell as she hit the shot. That's bull crap.
Well, we could actually hold the ball for the entire thing. Well, we tied it up anyway.
We don't have the ball now. But
tie game.
Oh
no, we're behind by 2. They called a push off on Kelsey.
Yeah,
and they're at the line.
The referees do not want us to win. They do not want us to win. It's obvious. They do not want the Fever to win this game.
No, it's the WNBA.
Yeah. It's just horrible. You know, you're supposed to protect your stars. You know, look at the NBA. They have it perfect. They protect their stars.
Why did she challenge that call for a flop?
Did she challenge it?
Yes, she could.
Steph only challenges calls that were made right. That's what I've noticed. And if Caitlin's involved, she never challenges it. It's like, I don't think she likes Caitlin.
So Mitchell's fouled out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all acting.
I'd say we need to get a.
So who's in now then? So Clark's out, Mitchell's out. You have Ty Harris and.
Okay, we need a 3-pointer to tie it. Here comes Raven Johnson up the court, and she's just dribbling underneath the bucket. Back out to Leah. There's Raven. Shoot it. No, she didn't shoot it. She doesn't have the guts. She's a rookie.
Wow.
Sophie got a layup with 6 seconds to go. She should have passed it out to Aaliyah for a 3-pointer.
They need a 3-pointer. Now they got to foul them and geez.
Yep.
Aaliyah was wide open out on the wing, but Sophie was probably right
there. What the heck? When she brought the ball up, she was wide open.
I think Sophie was just sick and tired of her teammates not taking the 3-point shot, you know, so, I'll drive and score.
All right, well, we got a foul. Now we got to hope they miss.
They made the first one.
Okay. So Terry Walker's show is called Terrible Talk Sports. He, like me, he's on the Villains Network by way of X, Facebook, and YouTube. His July 8th episode announcement, he will be interviewing Troy Calhoun, head football coach at Air Force Academy.
Game's over. Lost by 2. They fouled Raven Johnson. They missed the second free throw, and they fouled her, but they didn't call it. God dang it. Is our pod over with now?
Yeah, pretty much. I think we've gone about 30 minutes longer than we should have.
That's all right. Hey.
We were pretty much done at 8:18, but we.
Yeah.
Well, for those who stayed along for the ride, thank you.
Yeah. All righty. You know, it's always pretty bad when you lose to a team like Mercury.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm going to close out my picture here. You guys can.
Okay. We're going to end it. Everybody, thank you for watching tonight. Go to cocainecoffee.com and get your 15% off by using Villains15 as your code. And so take care. Thank you for watching this long. We appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. And hit the like button. Very important. And share it out with your friends. Bye.
Good night.